This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, June the 30th, 2015. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. Ridge over the west and a trough over the Great Lakes in the east. Still a northwesterly flow around here, but today will be very dry across the state. There'll be a bit of smoke in the air from the forest fires up in the northern part of Canada, so that'll filter the sun a little bit today. Highs will be in the 70s and 80s, middle upper 70s north and east to middle to upper 80s south and west, with mostly sunny skies outside of the smoky appearance of the sky. As we go into Wednesday, a little disturbance will move just across our southwestern counties very late tonight and into Wednesday. Could trigger a shower or storm down there. Otherwise, it should remain partly sunny, at least in our eastern counties, on Wednesday. As we move into Thursday, we could have another disturbance coming down along this northwesterly flow that could bring us some more showers and storms, especially by the afternoon hours or so, and into the evening. Don't look for a big widespread event, though. Even into Friday, the chances of rain really start to squash down, especially in our eastern and northern counties. Far west and far south could still see a slight chance of any precipitation on Friday. And then as we look into Saturday, which is Independence Day, GFS is painting a little bit of precipitation in our southwestern and western counties. It'd be very hit or miss at best across the area. And then as we look into Sunday, it looks to be fairly dry that day as well, with highs mainly in the 80s at this point. Both Independence Day and Sunday look to be in the 80s, with mainly dry conditions around. Going into the new work week, though, and it starts to rain again. A cold front's going to be coming in from the north and west. Could bring us some showers and thunderstorms at that time. And it looks like maybe some heavy rain is possible. We'll keep looking at it over the next couple of days. Going into next Tuesday, though, you can see the ridge is flattened out and is kind of extended across the entire south. The trough is kind of lifting out. However, it's trying to reinforce itself, especially over the Great Lakes. That's what that cold front you saw on Monday moving in and moving through the state on Tuesday. And that could bring us some cooler weather into the middle of next week that could keep our highs down pretty close to or slightly below seasonal levels. Going into the extended period around the 11th, the ridge is centered pretty much over the Four Corners region back into the southern plains. We still have a slight northwesterly flow that's going to keep us at least relatively near seasonal levels and not overly hot like they may see down in New Mexico, Colorado, Texas, Oklahoma, and maybe Kansas. But highs, nevertheless, could be around the 80 to about 85 degree mark with some certainty, at least at this point. At the end of the period, on the 15th of July, the flow is a weak westerly flow, or weak zonal flow at this point, with the disturbance moving through. You see that with the little yellow area moving through Minnesota and Iowa, and that could be with a system that's going to come through with some showers and thunderstorms at that point. But this is still more than 2 weeks out, and things could totally change by the time you see this again in 24 hours' time. We'll keep watching it, however. Satellite image from last evening, we had a frontal system moving across the east and south with a couple of showers and thunderstorms scattered around there. Monsoonal flow over the west. Very hot weather out there as well. Fairly calm and quiet elsewhere across the country. The Watch Warning Map shows fairly calm and quiet weather at that point as well. A few heat issues still out in the west. Otherwise, a couple of flash flood warnings in Tennessee. It's fairly quiet across the country at this point, which is very odd. The QPF chart, though, doesn't show it being very quiet. This rainfall through Saturday evening at 7 o'clock, showing rainfall amounts around here, maybe about a quarter to half an inch. Could get isolated heavier totals. The heaviest will be across the Mid-South.